And
David Redsky checks on drying sage gathered last summer. He says it's important for healing mental wounds.
It's cleansing. It makes them feel safe, and they say a little prayer in their mind. And
Redsky is a support mentor for the residents of Astum Api Niikinaahk, a new transitional housing project in Winnipeg's downtown core. Indigenous people account for around 70% of Winnipeg's houseless population, and Redsky says the Indigenous-led initiative is sure to provide healing in a culturally significant way.
More cultural-based stuff, more land-based stuff, getting them in touch with their spirituality and the culture. That would also probably help their addictions and their mental health, because I believe that their spirituality and culture is a big thing in them moving ahead and doing better in their life.
Set up as a community, the 22 bachelor-style units face each other and form a circle around a sacred fire pit. They have access to a larger kitchen, laundry, and a meeting space through the main building.
So when you're out fighting every day for food, shelter, warmth, clothing, you can't stabilize because you're constantly working every day just to get those few necessities.
Input from houseless people around the city was integral to the development of the project. Coordinator Melissa Stone says a sense of safety was a common need.
Every night and every day they're worried about their safety and their items being taken, looking for food, and bathing, right? Like one of the fellows bathed in the river every day, and then when it froze, he was unable to bathe. So when he moved in here, he had a shower, he had a warm bed and a warm home to sleep in, and he didn't sleep the whole night because he was on the streets for 5+ years, but he felt safe.
Having a safe place to live can be taken for granted by those who haven't experienced living on the streets. But as Stone shows us around, she mentions living isn't the only thing people can finally do safely here.
When we were meeting people, doing outreach and getting advice, we found that there was a lot of people that are dying on the streets. Some folks go for chemo, some folks don't have the ability to get there. Once again, those barriers for health. So we made sure that we saved some rooms for them, that they would be able to die in peace and to have a home and to have the support and to have the love. We felt it was very necessary for them to trust us in telling us their stories of not having a safe place to die.
End Homelessness is a partner organization involved with Astum Api Niikinaahk. In their 2022 Winnipeg Street Census Report, which looks at the demographics of unsheltered people, they found nearly 9 in 10, or 89% of people who slept outdoors in abandoned buildings, tents, vehicles, encampments, or other public locations were Indigenous. In contrast, they reported 50% of the people staying in shelters are non-Indigenous. Stone says it is policy-made barriers that are to blame.
They've gone to many different places. You can't come here because you're under the influence of this and that. You can't go on EIA because you have a warrant for drug possession. There's just so many barriers for people that keeps them. We as a society and as a community, unfortunately, with our policies and our laws, keep people houseless.
Sav Jonza, APTN National News, Winnipeg.